kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil.
All right, this is a Judo versus Taekwondo video that's pretty popular on YouTube right now. Since I have a background in both, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just the first part of it is enough to make the points I want to make. Honestly, first of all, I wasn't really rooting for either one of them, per se. I was thinking that perhaps the Judo guy would win it because he looks like he's in a lot better shape, which he is, and he does ultimately end up winning. Now, you see that right there? See how the Judo guy waited for the Taekwondo guy to throw a kick and just went and grabbed it. So first of all, if you are a Taekwondoan and people know that you're a Taekwondoan, they're going to be looking for you to kick. So if you throw your kicks, your high kicks, especially your roundhouse kicks, you better do them with a quick, I call it a quick snatch back. That means you better retract them quickly. I would not throw a high kick leading right off unless I wanted to bait the person into trying to go into some groundwork. But then again, I've got black belts in both Judo and Taekwondo. So I might do that to get you to try to go down, and then as soon as you grab the leg, I punch you in the face. That's what I did in fights. I did that actually in a real fight. I've only had a few real fights, and the guy grabbed my leg and was like, "What you gonna do?" And so when he grabbed my leg and had my leg down, I will pause this for a second to make another point. When he grabbed my leg and I let him think he pulled me down, then when he was standing over me, I pulled his leg down and his head hit the concrete and out he went. Now, what the judoka did here was good. He at least learned enough of the other art to be able to move things to his advantage so that he could get things to his strong point. He learned a pretty good leg sweep that I've learned myself but never used. They teach it in Taekwondo, but we rarely use it. Now, this is where the judoka is flawed right here. He's going too much, and it's probably out of habit, into fighting like he would fight in a judo contest, because in a judo contest all he'd have to do is pin the guy. He had good pinning control, just hold him down for a few seconds and there he goes. Now the Taekwondo guy got in a pretty good leg kick there on the lead leg. Normally in Taekwondo you wouldn't be kicking that low, but he got off a good kick. So the secret, I would say, for a Taekwondoan going against a judoka, really for both of them, is to play to your strengths and know enough about the other style to frustrate it. Now you see the judoka there looked like he learned enough about blocking and parrying so that he could frustrate the Taekwondo player and get inside of his range where he would be strong. What the Taekwondo player should have done was, since he's taller, is just use his reach. Stay outside of grappling range and just keep tagging the guy until you wear the guy down. Still don't fall for it, because I know from judo tournaments, you can be winded, about to fall over, and you can still grapple. It's a little harder to strike at that point, from what I know from having extended like real fighting and extended Taekwondo tournaments and that one amateur boxing match I did. It's kind of hard to throw some punches when you're really about to teeter-totter over that you're tired, but you can still grapple. So what the Taekwondoan should have done was just stay out, dance around outside, and just keep throwing those long leg kicks and set the guy up for a knockout. Okay? Now, in terms of who won, especially in this footage, if you watch the whole thing later, you'll see the Taekwondo player starts to redeem himself towards the end as he's learning on the fly. But one problem that you're going to have is that if you're being kicked, you're being hit, even in a real fight, you may look tough and say, yeah, I took those punches, they didn't do anything. But when the adrenaline wears off, there's going to be that big ouch factor. I know that from having kicked people over the years. Look like they quote unquote ate my kick. Yeah, they ate it all right. They wake up the next morning, literally have trouble moving because somebody kicked you in your solar plexus and you got some micro fractures. And once all the endorphins and adrenaline wears off, you are in some serious serious, serious pain. So, again, if you're going to be striking major, you keep it striking. You're going to be grappling major, you learn enough grappling and parrying to frustrate the striker and creep in so that you can throw and pin him. I really wish the judoka would have done more throws. I guess because I like seeing throws. Everybody likes seeing throws. And that was good. He did a good leg check and just came in for Morote Gari. It looks to me, too, like the judo player did a little bit more homework on the other style than the Taekwondoan did on the judoka. Finally, he's going into Udegatami. We call it like a T-lock. I think they call it a Kumori in BJJ in mixed martial arts. I really wish he'd have gone in for that, or that he could have just went in for a choke and just ended this thing a lot sooner, especially since he had good ground control. But pretty much the match goes like this. After a while, the Taekwondoan starts getting off more kicks. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I still think it's good to watch these. If you're wondering what I do in my class a lot of times, sparring would look like this. It would look like pretty much something like this. But with my students, they are more confident with their striking. So there would be a lot more kicks being thrown. And they tend to like, since they like striking, and since honestly in real fights, unlike competitions, I usually see real fights going towards strikers despite what the internet and UFC franchises will have you believe. But all in all, still, even though I'm very much pro striking, I like the benefits of grappling because I use grappling as, hey, I don't really want to hurt you, but I have to restrain you. So that's what that's for, okay, in my book. See, I like this judoka. He did his homework. So I think the judoka's probably got an intermediate striking background as well, where this Taekwondo player doesn't even have an intermediate grappling background before he went into a quote-unquote mixed martial arts bout. Not the smartest thing. Do your homework on your opponent. Research your enemy so that you can make your enemy fall into your hands. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people like to talk about the martial arts. And peace. And thank you for your time.